The Pohjanmaa-class project of Finland has emerged as one of the most ambitious naval modernization efforts in Northern Europe, reshaping the maritime security architecture of the Baltic Sea. For decades, the Finnish Navy has relied on smaller coastal combatants optimized for shallow waters and ice conditions. With the Pohjanmaa-class, Helsinki is moving into a new league, multi-role corvettes that combine size, endurance, and advanced air defense capabilities. This leap in naval capability is not only a turning point for Finland, but also for Sweden, whose own naval posture can be significantly reinforced through Nordic integration. Together, these two nations are building what could be described as a Nordic Shield at sea, a layered defense network that enhances NATO's resilience against potential threats from Russia and beyond. The Pohjanmaa-class, also known as the Squadron 2020 program, represents Finland's largest naval procurement in decades. Each vessel displaces around 3,900 tons, making them by far the largest surface combatants the Finnish Navy has operated since the interwar years. They are equipped with state-of-the-art radar systems, modern combat management suites, and most importantly, long-range surface-to-air missiles capable of defending not only themselves, but also surrounding assets and maritime infrastructure. This air defense capacity is a strategic game-changer for Finland, allowing it to control airspace over the Gulf of Finland and contribute directly to NATO's integrated air and missile defense. From a Swedish perspective, the Pohjanmaa-class fills a critical gap in the joint Nordic maritime posture. While Sweden's Visby-class corvettes are widely praised for their stealth design and advanced sensors, their size and endurance are limited, and their air defense capabilities are modest. The Pohjanmaa-class, on the other hand, prioritizes survivability and area defense. When paired together, the Visby-class can operate as forward scouts and sensor platforms, detecting adversary movements at sea with their stealth advantage, while the Pohjanmaa-class provides the protective umbrella of long-range missiles and high-capacity radar coverage. This creates a complementary structure. One nation excels in concealment and surveillance, the other in heavy defense and firepower. Such a pairing reflects the broader logic of Nordic defense integration. Since Finland joined NATO in 2023 and Sweden in 2024, the strategic geography of the Baltic has fundamentally changed. Both countries bring unique strengths, but it is their combination that truly shifts the balance. The Finnish Navy, with the Pohjanmaa-class, extends the alliance's capacity to contest airspace and maritime routes, while the Swedish Navy ensures that any adversary is faced with a network of sensors and platforms that are difficult to target. The result is a multi-layered shield, stealth and detection at the front line, backed by resilient air defense and surface combat capability further behind. This model also strengthens deterrence. For Russia, the Baltic Sea has long been a crucial operating environment, both for projecting power and for threatening NATO's eastern flank. But with Pohjanmaa and Visby working in concert, the operational calculus for Moscow becomes more complex. Any attempt to challenge NATO's freedom of navigation in the Baltic would encounter a dense grid of detection, tracking, and engagement options. Furthermore, both Finland and Sweden are investing in coastal missile batteries, submarines, and air assets that reinforce this layered maritime shield. In effect, the Baltic Sea is transforming from a vulnerable corridor into a heavily defended NATO lake. The symbolism of this cooperation cannot be overlooked. In past decades, Nordic defense cooperation was limited and fragmented, shaped by neutrality policies and differing alignments. Today, as both Finland and Sweden stand under NATO's Article 5 umbrella, their naval modernization programs are increasingly intertwined. Joint exercises, shared procurement opportunities, and harmonized operational doctrines are creating the foundations of a Nordic naval identity that is stronger than the sum of its parts. The Pohjanmaa-class thus becomes more than a Finnish project. It is a Nordic asset, and by extension, a NATO asset. For Sweden, the benefits are strategic. By aligning its stealth-based fleet with Finland's air defense-oriented fleet, Stockholm gains greater security for its ports, sea lines of communication, and critical undersea infrastructure such as fiber optic cables and energy pipelines. The layered protection offered by Pohjanmaa ensures that Sweden can operate more confidently in contested environments. For Finland, the collaboration with Sweden provides the depth and redundancy of having a capable partner whose maritime forces are optimized for complementary tasks. This synergy makes both nations stronger, while enhancing the credibility of NATO's northern flank. Looking ahead, the Pohjanmaa-class will enter service later this decade, gradually transforming Finland's naval profile. As it does, the pressure will be on Sweden and Finland to deepen interoperability, ensuring that sensors, communication systems, and operational doctrines are fully aligned. If successful, the Baltic Sea could become a testbed for one of the most advanced regional naval defense networks in the world, combining stealth, firepower, and air defense into a single integrated shield. In an era of uncertainty and renewed great power rivalry, the Nordic Shield at sea demonstrates how small nations can leverage complementary strengths to create outsized effects. Finland's Pohjanmaa-class corvettes and Sweden's Visby-class corvettes, operating under a shared NATO framework, are more than just warships. They are instruments of deterrence, integration, and resilience. Together, they send a clear message. The Baltic will not be left undefended, and any challenge to the Nordic region will be met with a coordinated, layered response. As always, if you find value in this analysis and want to support our ongoing work in bringing timely professional military commentary, please consider subscribing to the channel, enabling notifications, sharing our content, and contributing through donations. Your engagement is what allows us to continue providing in-depth insights on the evolving landscape of global defense and security.